The market has been on a hot streak, but it recently hit a speed bump. Now it's time for individual stocks with strong potential to get a chance to shine. As the dust settles after a steep correction, this sector has started flashing some serious green lights in the background. India's electric vehicle sector is picking up speed, hitting over 1 million sales in just 9 months of 2023. But most of these sales are from two-wheelers and three-wheelers, unlike the rest of the world, where electric cars are the biggest sellers. This shows India needs to push harder to get more electric cars on the road and boost local EV parts production. So this brings us to the first question. Why is India lagging behind? India's electric car adoption lags behind the global surge for a few reasons. The high upfront cost due to expensive batteries makes them a tough sell in a price-sensitive market. Additionally, range anxiety is a real concern with India's limited charging infrastructure, especially for long journeys. What is range anxiety? That weird sense of anxiety when your car is running on low fuel and the reserve sign pops up. Similarly, in an EV car, when the charge is about to run out, the similar weird anxiety that you experience until you reach the next gas or charging station is called range anxiety. Coming back to the subject, India has fewer electric car models available compared to the global market, and some consumers might be unfamiliar with the technology. Finally, India's dependence on imported EV parts hinders affordability and creates production limitations. These factors combine to make electric cars a less attractive option for many Indian consumers. But even in this tough market, there are a few success stories that showcase that adopting EVs in India is quite a possibility. Ather and Nexon EV have each carved out their own unique paths to success. Ather targeted the urban elite with their sleek e-scooters loaded with high-tech features and supported by a network of charging stations across major cities. On the other hand, Nexon EV tackled the common concern of range anxiety by offering a long-range electric SUV blending practically with the familiarity of a trusted brand. Both Ather and Tata Motors, the company behind Nexon EV, took charge of the infrastructure challenge by building their own charging networks. But the thing is, not all car makers in India have a sugar daddy business in the background to support their EV divisions. As a result, to promote the gradual shift towards a sustainable future, the government must step in, which is exactly what is happening right now. As of April 2024, the Indian government has announced an extraordinary cut of 85% in import duty on electric vehicles priced at par or above $35,000, that is roughly 29 lakh rupees in Indian terms. But as usual, terms and conditions apply. Let's take a look at it. First, manufacturers must invest a minimum of Rs 4,150 crores within 3 years to initiate local electric vehicle production. The importation of only up to 8,000 EVs annually is permitted under this policy. Manufacturers are required to ensure that at least 35% of the components used in car production are sourced from local markets. Last but not the least, achieving a 50% domestic value addition within 5 years of implementation. That is, domestic value addition in this case means the sourcing of raw materials or components for the vehicles through domestic industries only. In addition to this landmark judgment, the government is gearing up for a third edition of its fast adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles, or FAME 3, with an outlay of 10,000 crores. These incentives are all set to roll out within the first 100 days of the new government taking office in June 2024. So the question lies, who will benefit from this development? The policy has the potential to attract major global players in the EV market, including Elon Musk's Tesla. But it's not just a one-horse race. VinFast, owned by the richest man in Vietnam, had signed a MOU with the government of Tamil Nadu in January this year. With the new EV policy, they are all set to commence operations in the country with imported premium electric SUVs at inclusive prices. All this hype has Indian companies like JSW Group hitting the gas pedal too. They are teaming up with MG Motors to launch a hybrid car and build charging stations all over India. Well, the best way to make money is to see what the government's focus is on. With these signs, it's pretty clear that the government's latest hot favorite after PSU banks and railways is the Green Revolution. This takes us to our watch list for the EV theme. Exide Industries, a leading manufacturer of lead-acid batteries in India, is now expanding into the lithium-ion technology for EVs through partnerships with global leaders. As per its weekly chart, the EV story is already in play and the stock has given quite the run-up, so accumulate on dips. Amara Raja Batteries, renowned for its Amaron brand, focuses on power storage batteries and is also transitioning into the lithium-ion EV battery. Similar to Exide, Amara Raja has also given quite the run-up, partly due to Chandrababu Naidu's historic win, but there's still some fuel left, so accumulate on dips. Bharat Forge, a diversified manufacturer known for forging components for internal combustion engines and operating in the aerospace, oil and gas, and power sectors. To adapt to the shift towards EVs, they are strategically investing in EV technologies, developing components like electric motors and transmissions for electric vehicles. As per the charts, this stock has also seen quite a rise, but not as intense as the others in the sectors, so accumulate on dips. Motherson Sumi Wiring India. It specializes in automotive wiring harnesses crucial for transmitting electric power within vehicles and is a tier 1 supplier to major automakers globally. Looking at the weekly charts, this stock has just given a breakout above its long-term resistance and hopefully it sustains the higher levels, so it's a good time to enter this one. KPIT Tech. KPIT is a leading IT consulting and product engineering company specializing in the automotive industry. They offer a wide range of services including software development, embedded systems, and product design. Looking at this chart, it's clearly a laggard and it is still in accumulation, so this is a good time to enter as its rally is yet to start. With a clear focus on electric mobility and growing web of regulations, the Indian EV sector is poised for significant growth. This government push, much like the recent support for PSUs and railways, presents a lucrative opportunity for companies that can adapt and thrive in this evolving landscape. On that note, keep an eye out and do your own research before investing. And if you liked our content, do hit that subscribe button to stay tuned with our upcoming videos.